Just fine or fine? Fine. So we can start the day with a more energetic welcome and a response, and with a pleasant smile, which is the most expensive, cheapest thing on earth. Right? You don't have to pay a cent, one penny, single penny to smile, and what a smile can do to a person, you have no idea. And do you know what is common there? What is one creature on this earth, one living being, that once anybody sees that thing, it brings a smile on your face? What is that? Who is that? Child. Isn't that true?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, put your hands on your heart and answer that question. That even if you are like hanging to be executed and you are taking your last wish, and somebody there you are going to be phansi lagne wali, literally, and you see a child, that child innocently with his smile will react into a smile upon your face. And we all in London Montessori are not lucky, but I think overblessed by having the opportunity to be a part of the organization, like we ourselves, we the Montessorians, we the LMIans, and you the students who are the future Montessorians. And it is not a small thing. It's really big. The older we get, the more we think about it. Actually, the reality is that the future lies in our hand. Why? Why does it lie in our hand? If you are in touch and keeping a track of the advanced conference, you would know what are the books. If you see it on the banner, the books are The Absorbent Mind, The Discovery of the Child, The Secret of the Childhood, The Basic Montessori, and then more information about from the NAMTA journals, and even much more nowadays with the explosion of the website. Excuse me, Ms. Rabika, you will have to come to this strip, but it's my lecture. So, who can tell me which book we are going to? Are we ending a book? Are we starting a book? We are starting a book. Okay, and the book is The Discovery of the Child. That is the second book. And each book is very different from each other. Absorbent Mind. Let's quickly review Absorbent Mind. What was Absorbent Mind all about?
It is discussion of a child which absorbs.
Yeah. Okay. It was a total book about the child, because we started off from the time the child is conceived, about the spiritual embryo and the miracle of creation and how he comes into the world, what are the things on the first few days, how language is developed. So book 1, Absorbent Mind, dealt totally with the child. What about Discovery of the Child? Any idea? Because those of you who have gone through it?
The acts about the discovery.
Yes. It is different when we understand the child. The next we focus on the method. What is the method? What is the system? What role nature plays in the development of the child? And then it is going to deal with all the subjects. This is going to be very different, very interesting. The chapters in the beginning are going to be dealing with sensorial, then we have maths also, language, writing. So this book will be, of course, equally helpful for you as a Montessorian and in your examination and the distance of your course. I never liked the idea of could you just? I'll be back. Yeah, fine. And next is my mail. Keep the copy of
It is history of the method, how the Montessori method was started, the background. She will give you a very detailed and informative lecture about the Montessori method.
This is the very first lecture from the book Discovery of the Child and the history of the method. The word history. The word history. What comes to your mind? Past. Okay? And the method. The methods. So we are not only talking about the Montessori method, but there were other methods and many things merged together. Today what we have and what we know as the Montessori method. So let's go back in time. The time not from the early childhood of Dr. Maria Montessori, but from the time that she became Italy's first female doctor. We all know that. The struggle she went through, only a person like Dr. Maria Montessori could have done it. Because you need a great deal of willpower, determination, self-confidence, and you have to have the faith and belief that this is what you want. The breaks. Okay, she was a woman who always knew that she wanted to do something that can remain in the world even after she is gone. And isn't that a very big source of inspiration for us? I mean, we are all born, two things is must in life. What is that? Life and death. If you are born, you don't have a choice but to die. And when we die, ordinary people, we just die. And our family remember us and miss us. But it makes no difference or impact on the world. But what about people like Dr. Maria Montessori? Today we are talking about her as if she's alive. And I hope and pray that some of us will do that. Even after when we are gone, we leave something positive in the world for the world to remember us by. That is an extraordinary achievement. So she was a genius, she was a scientist, and she was a humanitarian and an extraordinary person. How did she come to become all that? So this is the history. After becoming the first female doctor, she had the opportunity to work in the mental asylum. Okay? Where mentally retarded people, inverted comma, we'll call them special people, adults and children, and she was given the responsibility to look after them. The very first thing that disturbed her, that how can little children be placed with adults? They are two different things. And these were children with low IQ. And she worked with them for 2 years. During her experience of working with them, she came across many amazing things. And two of the most amazing things without whom or without which there would not have been a Montessori system, and that is two French doctors, that is Jean Itard and Edward Soulier. It was during her working with the special children, she came across the work of these people who were much before her, even before she was born. And she took some of their material, she applied it with the children, and she came up with amazing result. Everybody at that time believed that children who are low IQ can only be cured by giving them treatment, medical treatment, medicines, like for high blood pressure or sugar. But Dr. Maria Montessori at that time She came up with a theory from the experience she did with the observation she did with these special children for 2 years, day and night, that their cure does not lie in medicine, but instead they need to be cured not physically but mentally. And how do you cure a person mentally? It was then that she discovered something which was the use of the hands. She came with the theory that if we do not use our hand, our mental development slows down and eventually it retards. So just imagine these children who already were not very intelligent, they came from a very poor background and they were treated badly, and on top of that, you were not giving them the opportunity to do anything with their hand. And there was a conference where all doctors came up and made a presentation of their research on special children. And Dr. Maria Montessori put up this, that special children cannot be cured by just giving them medicine. They need special care, and the special care lies in giving them material for the development of their senses. And that's how, when she studied, she came across Jean Piaget and Edward Silver. Who are they? First of all, let us focus about Jean Piaget. Anybody knows anything about Jean Piaget?
Yes,
He was a French doctor. He is famous for working with the partly mute and deaf children. What is mute? You do not have the ability to speak. And what is deaf? You do not have the ability to hear. And not sometime, in fact, or most of the time, if you cannot hear, can you speak?
No.
Because in order to reproduce sound, you need to hear first, let it hit your eardrum, it will strike, it will retain, and later on, the vocal cord, the vocal instrument, that is the lips, the teeth, the throat, the mouth, the nose, all that would be used to reproduce. So he worked on that, children who were not able to listen, and as a result of that, they were not able to speak, and he got a lot of success. Also, as Montessorian, most of you should know that Jean Piaget is famous for his work with a special boy called useless. They are like toys if the person does not know what to do with them. And he specifically wrote down that what should be the quality of that teacher. The teacher should be a person who totally makes a transformation and a change in herself. She is the person who has to feel, believe, and understand that I have a different job to perform. Because through the change of my personality, I can change the child. She has to be caring. This is not what Dr. Maria Montessori said. These are the notes, the points put down by Edward Siegel. She should be soft-spoken, gentle, clear, loving, understanding towards the child. So, Dr. Maria Montessori, being a scientist, being a thinker, she started to search around when there is this genius who has made these material. He has emphasized on the training of the teacher. So what's wrong? Why is not the system? Nobody knows about it. She went to England to look for the books, and this book was not available anywhere. In none of the libraries, in none of the doctors' home who were working with the special children. Why the system had failed? Exactly. The material were there, but there were no training given to the teacher. And it was like, if you have a guitar in your hand, you don't know how to play it, you will end up eventually destroying it. If you don't know that, if something is wrong with the car, and you are not a trained mechanic to know what's wrong in the engine, you give it to a lame man, he will probably make a mess of it. So, very interesting. There, ever since the beginning of life, there always has been a requirement for a special training. You can't just become a doctor without doing your training. You can't become engineer. And even in order to fix the AC, the technical man to make the movie, they go through certain training. Why teaching is the only subject, even up till now, anyone who is just educated enough, anyone who has 2-3 children, think that they can teach the child. And especially not the Montessori system. So this is why the other system did not last, did not succeed, because she went and she saw that there were schools all over the world, the journal was there, the presentation, write-ups were there, how to present the pin tower, but there was no one to do the job. And they were tested, put away, and that's why no help came to them. But with Dr. Maria Montessori, there was, maybe God had to take a special job from her. She did 2 different things from these 2 doctors. For the last 2 years, when she worked with the special children, along with helping them to develop mentally, she also taught them how to read and write. And she came up with the amazing result after working with them for 2 years, that these special children, as they called them at that time, idiots, stupid, good for nothing, who couldn't read, write, who couldn't speak properly, that they appeared for the test for elementary school. Okay, and while you are signing the attendance sheet, I want to point out something there. We are making slight changes, which will, of course, be a better system. When you are giving your test today, I will request Miss Rabika and Miss Sonam to collect the answer sheet and the test paper. And once they are picking and selecting the answer sheet and the test paper, they will give you another sheet to sign on. That would be that is still lacking, and it is our responsibility to guide you and inform you. So, what is the book? What's the topic? And who is the speaker? What does that prove? You all can read. Okay, let us give Mrs. Meher Javed a very warm welcome with her lecture, Nature and Education. Hope discovery of this.
My topic, nature and education. It is somehow related with the previous information my madam gave you. How nature affects the learning of the child and what impact it has on the personality of the child. So this chapter begins with the information about Savage of Hebron, the boy who was found abandoned in the jungle, and how the hunters, they found him and they brought him back to the city. And then he was handed over to the doctors and the psychologists who studied him thoroughly. And at that time, the child was in a position where he could not speak. He was like a mute. He could not express himself. He could not understand what the others are saying. And she used to just jump about. She used to be fine. But with patience, with guidance, he was dressed up like the normal children of the city. He was given education, not direct education, but education in how to handle the things, how to handle the situation. And he was on constant observation what the child is doing, how he is behaving. He would be attracted to all the things in nature. Whether he would sit very close to the window, he would look outside, he would see the weather, and whenever he got a chance, he would go about and he would just enjoy the beauty of nature. He would run about, he would be alone, and he will be able to just see and feel the things of nature which he was used to in the jungle life. When the weather was cold, people used to shut in their windows and they would stay indoors. But this white boy of Sevron, he would just go into the garden when the snow was falling. He would undress himself so he is bare and he will enjoy the coldness of that cold weather. He would touch the snow, feel it with his hands, roll over in it, and he would eat handfuls and nothing would affect him because he was used to it. And then the teacher, Dr. Enetar, he would not stop the child. He wanted to observe how the child is dealing and what he is doing. He would just observe the child. And this is one point in education that the teacher or the master, as the word is used, goes to the level of the child. You do not force the child, you do not punish the child, you do not be harsh with the child should do like I am doing. But as teacher, they should understand the nature of the child and go on that level and be close to the child. This white boy, the Savage of Hebron, he was not just pushed into the background, but he was slowly inducted